continuing with the trend of country music, I figured I would give you an incredibly underrated artist. Uh, I discovered Matt Daniel about a year ago on, drumroll please, Fortnite. Matt Daniel sings Butter Barn Hoedown on Fortnite Festival, which is an absolute banger. And I had to dig through the trenches of Reddit to find out who he was, because he wasn't credited on Fortnite. This felt like I had struck gold. All I'll Ever Need is his first and only album from 2022, and I really have no idea what else he needs to do to propel himself into stardom. He's released a string of singles recently this year. He's blowing up on local Texas radio. I know that because I'm a proud follower on his Instagram, one of about 4,000 at the time of this video. Really, really, really underrated. But in terms of just like rugged Texas country, this guy has it. He's got this buttery voice, fantastic lyrics. It's quite a simple formula, but it works. I think the thing that makes Matt Daniel so good as an artist is that he's so human, and everything is just his music is so authentic. He pays respect to the country greats that come before him on his music. But again, it's so original and authentic, it almost feels like it's too good to be true. All I'll Ever Need is probably in my top 3 most listened to albums in the last year, and almost all of the songs are staples in my country playlist, my guilty pleasure country playlist. I constantly find myself going back to songs like This Time Around, which is a classic country tune about the trials and tribulations of moving on from somebody you made the mistake of falling in love with. I'm sure it's pretty relatable for a lot of people. Great build-up, fantastic tempo. I would say it's one of my favorite songs on the album. It's hopeful. It makes me feel like everything will be all right, and that's kind of what I want in this kind of music. But then he just breaks you down with songs like Weatherman, Homeless in Heaven, and When You're Looking at Me. I don't know how a song like that hasn't blown up in the last 3 years. It's just crazy to me that hasn't made it into the mainstream. It's a slow, simple ballad. It paints a really, really emotional picture about the insecurities we deal with in romance. Again, very relatable. On the contrary, A Better Place is a fantastically hopeful piece that makes me feel like I can kind of do anything, No matter what happens to you, you can bounce back. You're just in a better place. It's very simple. Like I said, country music is a very simple formula, and if you follow it, if you don't go too crazy off the rails, you will do really well. The same goes with the song All I'll Ever Need. I often find myself listening to that when I'm driving, in the gym, or going on a walk. It's really versatile, and it kind of scratches that itch you didn't know you had. Matt Daniel's music really just resonates with me on a level like that, and he's just so incredibly unique and passionate about country music and its history. And this also is similar to what I said about Zach Top in my recent video. Is this is a guy who really cares about country music, and it's not your typical frat bro country music, if you know what I mean. Like, it's real. It's the most emotional stuff that can speak from one soul to another. Like, it's not beer, women, back roads, dirt on your boots, fishing, truck stuff. It's like, this is what I think country music is more meant to be. If I had to give you a comparison, I would probably say vocally, he would be like a Josh Turner, maybe a Cody Johnson type of guy, probably closer to Cody Johnson. But just a real deep voice, real good voice. I don't want this to be a really long video here, but I can wrap this up instead of breaking down each song. I think they're all great songs, but I think my favorite might be When You're Looking at Me. My least favorite song is Baylor County, though it's not really a skip. It's a great song. Really sets up like his home in Texas and tells you how passionate he is about his roots. The only issue with it is that it does have the same tempo as Better Place. And I feel like there was maybe some room to rework that song. Like, the lyrics are great and it means well, but you could maybe strip it down or something acoustically, and it wouldn't really sound exactly the same. But that's just splitting hairs. It's a 27-minute album, country gold. I give it a 10 out of 10. I would give it a 15 out of 10 if there was more material. Hopefully I didn't go too far in depth with this, but all I'll ever need is Matt Daniel. Check this guy out. He's going to be famous one day. If anybody is listening to this video, I promise you Matt Daniel will be big in country music one day. If not now, one day.